recording? Yes, we are recording. Do we have a net? We have a net. Hi, everyone, and welcome to the Amateur Television Network's The Weekly Net. I'm Roland, KC6JPG, located here in Rancho Cucamonga, also known as Altaloma, California. The Amateur Television Network is a series of repeaters making it possible for you, our amateur television and YouTube superstars that you are, to make video communications with one another within our network coverage area and through chapter stations throughout the world. All right, like I said, we're on YouTube, so if you haven't subscribed, subscribe, because every time that we go live, every time we put the net recordings out, you will get notified, and you can watch the antics that happen here each and every week right here on the Amateur Television Network, youtube.com/Amateur Television Network. Don't have RF equipment, but would love to participate in this mode of amateur radio? Well, have no fear. That's where our Whereby channel is at. Whereby.com/Amateur Television Network. And guess what? We have a fantastic group out here today. There you go. There's our group. Look at that. Look at it. It's almost like Hollywood Squares. That's pretty cool. Very good. All right, for more information about the Amateur Television Network, you can always go to our website, www.atn-tv.com, and you'll get lots of information regarding how to set up your station and, of course, more information about the Amateur Television Network, how we link up our chapter systems, and, of course, how we link up our repeaters here throughout the southwestern part of the United States. DMR radio, always a hot mode, and still a hot mode, I'll tell you that right now, 3196 on the Brandmeister Network, 224 on TGIF. We'd love to hear from you. This portion of this net is a directed net. Transmissions may be made after acknowledgement by net control. And a clear frequency, hey, always appreciated. All right, we're going to continue with bulletins and general announcements, and of course that will follow after a brief pause for any priority traffic. And I'd just like to thank Gary, W6KVC, for covering the net for me as I had my outing with my supplier, and it was a great outing as well. And so, Gary, thank you very much for hosting the net last week. Terrific job. Appreciate your work. All right, bulletins and announcements will follow after a brief pause. KC6JPG, your net control tonight. All right, not hearing any priority traffic at this time. We're going to go right into bulletins and announcements. And guess what? Looks like this Saturday we're going to have our ATN Board of Directors meeting this coming Saturday. So we're going to be talking about some juicy stuff. Yeah, how to make the nets better without echo. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I like that too. Okay. All right, I'm going to start with RF. Any station on RF that like to have any bulletins or announcements pertaining to the Amateur Television Network or amateur television in general, come in at this time. KC6JPG, net control.
Guess I'll jump in here. WB6HYH, current president of the California chapter of the Amateur Television Network. And I would just like to announce again that weekend after next, the 23rd, is going to be our barbecue. And I'm going to be sending out an email, hopefully today, if not by tomorrow, to let everybody know. Again, it'll be the same place as last year, and that's my QTH. And everybody's invited. Like to see a good turnout. And let's see, what else was I going to say? Oh, and we may or may not, I haven't confirmed it yet, but have another test bench set up like we did last year. That turned out to be really, really good. Had a lot of radios checked out, tuned up, tested out, and if I can talk Mike into do it, we'll do it again this year. And so everybody bring their radios, make sure that they're peaked up, and if they got anything that needs some work on, we can do some minor repairs and stuff here and get it back on the air, whatever we need. So that's this month, September 23rd, coming up quick. and everybody's invited. And yeah, think of a potluck thing to bring with you. Salad, dessert. In the email I'm going to send out, I'll have everybody reply back to me with if they're going to be able to make it or not. If you can't, I'd like to know that too. And if you can bring a dish with you, what it would be. So, let's see. Any other announcements? Yeah, this Saturday also we're going to make a trip up to Snow Peak. It's having some issues, and so we're going to go up there and see what we can do there at Snow Peak. Get everything fixed back up, hopefully, and get it working at 100%. So let's see. I'll let Mike talk any more about what we might be doing there. So that's about it. I have for right now, Roland. Back to you. This is WB6HYH, Rancho Cucamonga.
WB6HYH, KC6JPG. Well, very good. Thank you very much, Tom. I was just going to announce you after any RF stations, but that was perfect timing. Great job, my friend. Sounds great. Sounds great about the barbecue, and terrific about Snow Peak. And speaking about Snow Peak, I'm going to go ahead and pass it over to our technical advisor and treasurer of the Amateur Television Network, and that's Mike, WA6SVT. And Mike, it's great to talk with you earlier today. I'm sorry that you're not feeling, I'm sorry that you're under the weather, but I'm certainly glad you're on the net with us tonight. And so what's been happening? KC6JPG, net control.
Just trying to get over a cold. Haven't had one in years. Any rate, yeah, that weekend they're talking about is because next weekend's the 9th, and we're having we're going up to White Tank, and then the weekend after that's the 16th, and then the one after the 16th is the one you're having the ATV thing on, if I got my weekends correct. As far as work, there's some sort of, you get the audio to a certain loudness. It seems to kind of screech like there's some sort of feedback. I'm suspecting that there may be some roof damage that caused some water to get in back when we had the that monsoon, not the monsoon, what was left of that hurricane. So I'm suspecting that we had some water get in the controller, and there's some corrosion on the circuit board or where the audio switch is at. I'll bring a spare board with me in case we have to change out the board. Might just have to clean it up a little bit. Got to remember to pick up some denatured alcohol, and I do have a little circuit board brush to clean with. And then there's the touchstone. Two of the touchstones aren't decoding reliably, so we're going to check that out. Anyway, and then just give the place a once over and make sure there's nothing else that we haven't, that's, not working so well and we just haven't seen. So that's about it. Back to net, WA6SVT.
WA6SVT, KC6JPG. Well, very good, Mike. Now, hopefully nothing too severe up as snow, and it sounds like hopefully a relatively simple fix. So we'll definitely, pray for that. So very good, and thanks for all that you do, and hope you feel better, my friend. Thank you very much for checking in with us, or coming in. We'll have you check in when we get to the Mount Wilson part of the net. Oh, very good. Well, anyone on Whereby, just raise your hand if you have any bulletins or announcements, or I'll pass it over to RF as well. One more chance. Anyone that has any bulletins or announcements, or if Gordo's already and reeling, come on in at this time. KC6JPG, net control. Okay, we're going to go plan B. We're going to go to Keith, N6GKB. Keith, Come on in, my friend.
Yeah, I just thought I'd try, but yeah, it didn't work. But just a short announcement. Our club member, KM6IAU, Aaron, that has been absent for about a year, is flying in a week from today from the Philippines. So he'll be back. We should see him on here maybe a couple weeks once he gets home and unpacked and everything. So just a short announcement of that. I talked to him today on one of his node links that he can get into Yucca Valley with. So that was handy, which we've been talking to him all year that way. But just thought I'd let you know. And he hopefully said he plans to be at the barbecue. So good stuff. Anyhow. All right, everybody have a good day. It's been beautiful weather out here. Couldn't ask for better. God, 76 right now, 34% humidity. And for some reason, my weather session for heat index says low. I don't know what that means. Oh, well. Okay, everybody have a good evening. N6GKB.
N6GKB, KC6JPG. Well, we're looking forward to seeing Aaron again. That it will be absolutely awesome, and that would be terrific to see him at the barbecue. All right. So, yep. Him and I'll tell you, we definitely share networking stories and networking stuff, and we just love it. Exactly. Especially Arden. And boy, we talk about getting all hooked up on Arden. It's a great place to communicate. I'll tell you, we're having a fantastic time with that. So, Keith, thank you so much for checking in with us. All right. Well, we're going to go right into check-ins now, and we're going to start with Mount Wilson. Mount Wilson check-ins come in at this time. KC6JPG, net control.
Well, signals look really weak tonight for some reason. Very different than ever before. This is KO60 checking in. Let me know if my audio is coming through. I've been playing with it.
KO6E, KC6JPG. I'll tell you, Merv, you are looking great, and of course your audio is terrific. So thank you very, very much for checking in tonight. Wow, terrific. I'm sorry that things are, or the signals are a little bit weak on your side. I know on Santiago is looking terrific, but your signal coming into Santiago looks great. So thank you very much for your check-in, my friend. All right, Mount Wilson check-ins come on in at this time. KC6JPG, net control.
This is KD6 and I.
All right. Let's go to Mike, WA6SVT, once again for an official check-in. Mike, hi.
Yeah, hello. Yeah, Merv's audio was pretty good. He was about 10-15% snow, but the modulation looked good. So sounds like the reception isn't as good. I'll double check the power and stuff up here. But Ron, if we're not doing so good, Ron would probably spot that down in Arcadia since he's got a hill on the way. Or Steve out in Ventura. Be nice to do the comparison. Anyway, nothing else. Look forward to seeing everybody at the barbecue. WA6SVT.
WA6SVT, KC6JPG. Well, very good, Mike. All right, let's see if Steve is out there. WA6EJO in Ventura. Steve? All right. Anyone else on Mount Wilson? Come on in at this time. KC6JPG, net control.
6 NIZ. Hello. This is KD6.
K6 NIZ, KC6JPG. Ron, I got a hello and a NIZ. Other than that, I got your audio. How's that sound? And I got your video, even though it's tiling. But we got you, buddy. Thank you for checking in. Always great to see you. Anyone else on Mount Wilson come in at this time? KC6JPG. Net control. All right, let's go to Snow Peak. I know we have audio issues, but if you can, just back away from the audio, and that seems to get that screech. It will kind of go away. So you may just have to back your audio down. And we're going to start with Earl, KJ6DQR, and Julie, KJ6FYY, Cathedral City.
Hello everybody, Earl here in the Cathedral City Cove. Yeah, I got the audio back down as far as I can go. It's going to be a little weak, but it did help. I guess that's part of the things we're checking this Saturday up there in snow. Anyway, I'll be ready to go. And what else? That's about it, just work. Yeah, the weather was much nicer today. The humidity came down a little bit, although I think we're supposed to warm back up here a little bit. And what else is happening? That's about it. Nothing much more to report. I hope everybody's having a great week, and no more hurricanes. KJ6, thank you.
KJ6DQR, KJ6FYY, KC6JPG. That worked, my friend. I just pumped the audio on my end up, make sure it gets recorded, and I got your audio without the screeching. So, yay! That was a winner right there. So, great job, you two. Thank you very much for checking in. And beautiful weather, too. Wow, that was awesome today. You got it. Let's go back to Yucca Valley. And Keith, we're going to try RF with you again. And like I said, just either back the audio out and you should not be screeching. So we're going to go right to your RF. KC6JPG, N6GKB, take it away.
Wow. We can probably barely hear. Oh, there it is. I don't know if you can even hear me. Alright. Oh, well, what happened? I got the screwdriver over here. Okay. I got it down a little bit. Okay. Alright. How's that? Whoops. Okay, and how much you say? We'll get off this repeater. At least you can hear me a little bit. And I'll whisper. Here we go. Yeah, the triplets are coming. There it is, right there. Okay, anyhow. Beautiful weather. High's been low 90s, and 80s. A lot of rain last week. Also some nice steady rainstorms. Had almost an inch of rain this week. So after the storm. So we're doing good this year for water. That one's not hooked up right now. In fact, it's muted too on top of that. So the only mic I'm using is in the camera way over there. So yeah, quietly it works. Alright, good luck on fixing it up there. Okay, N6GKB clear.
N6GKB, KC6JPG. Yeah, the audio in the background noise, the fans and all that was definitely picking up on the on your mic. And of course, as you were talking, brought up the decibel level, and that's when the screeching was starting to happen during your QSO. But other than that, when you stopped, when you stop the QSO and then you start turning things down, it was actually the screeching went away, and that actually worked out pretty good. But hey, we got most of that, my friend, and you did great. You did great. And so, like I said, making a trip up to Snow Peak this Saturday. We'll get the audio boards replaced or cleaned up, and we should be back to normal. So that's awesome. So Keith, thank you so much for all you do. Thank you very much for everything down at the Coachella Valley area, Snow Peak area, and Arden too. So fantastic. Thank you so much. All right. Anybody else on Snow Peak that'd like to check in with the Amateur Television Network's The Weekly Net? Come in at this time. KC6JPG, Net Control. To the Old Mountain System we go, and let's go ahead and check in Allen, W6IST, Porter Ranch. W6IST, KC6JPG. Well, I did see your picture in there, Alan. I believe, look at that. I mean, it's now 7:53 and it's getting dark. I think we hit the gray area. So the fade is definitely happening. So we got you checked in, Alan. So thank you so much for checking in with us. You're our champion. All right, let's go to Bob, W6KGE, Simi Valley. And I'm crossing my fingers for you, Bob. W6KGE, KC6JPG. Bob, I did see you in there when you first got on around between 7 o'clock and 7:10 today, and your picture looked terrific. And now with the sun setting and getting into the fade, we're definitely in a fade. So I got you checked in, buddy. Like I said, you had great audio and great video prior to the net, so we should change our net to 7 o'clock. What do you think? East Coast people say, yes, do it, do it. See, even Steven says, yes, do it, do it. I can go to bed earlier, Rojo, because you take too long. Oh, we love you all. You know it. If we want to, we can do this 24/7, right? Oh, that'd be crazy. All right. Anyone else on Oak Mountain before I get really carried away? Come in at this time. KC6JPG, Net Control. All right, we're going to Santiago Peak. Let's go to Gordo, WB6NOA, Costa Mesa.
Well, trying to get through the interference. Hold on. Hang on. Don't flip. No, not the transmitter. So anyway, just good to see everybody. Now you've seen it. Gordo, WB6NOA, Santiago Peak, Kenwa. And a lousy signal. Back to you, Roland.
WB6NOA, KC6JPG. Gordo, I'm definitely emailing you, my friend. We're going to get you that digital stuff to you. So, and definitely we'll do lunch and we'll exchange the equipment. So we'll definitely get you fixed up. It's just been nuts. It's been a crazy summer, and oh, I'll tell you, business has just been weird. All right, getting DMR back up again. Excellent. Got you checked. I heard you, Keith. Thanks, Gordo. Thank you very much for checking in, and we'll get you set up, my friend. I'll reach out to you probably sometime after the net. I'll reach out to you via email. Thank you, my friend. All right, continuing on. Let's go to Norm in Riverside, KD6 OMV, KD6 OMV in Riverside.
Well, everybody else got their 2 squeaks in, so I guess I got mine in. Just forgot to turn down the volume on the TV. Anyhow, this is Norm, KD6 OMV over in Riverside. Yeah, it does seem like it's getting a little bit darker sooner now. I guess we're over the hump. Weather's been all right over here. It hasn't been quite as bad as it had been the previous couple of weeks. So, anyhow, yeah, wish the guys luck with going up there to Snow Peak and getting the bugs out. I was at Sierra Peak today myself working on another repeater for my job. And so I've been out and around, but anyhow, that's about it. Not a lot to add tonight. Glad to see everybody out there. Have a good week. Stay well. And we'll see you out here again next week. So I'll turn it back to Roland. This is Norm, KD6 OMV in Riverside.
KD6 OMV, KC6JPG. Well, very good, Norm. Thank you so much for checking in. You made it over the hump. Yes! It is getting darker out there earlier. Wah. And I got to get riding again. That's what I got to do before it really gets too dark. Anyway, thanks, Norm, for checking in, my friend. Excellent. Let's go to Rancho Cucamonga this time, and let's check in Tom, WB6HYH. Tom?
And this is WB6HYH. Let's see. Not too much more to add. Just looking forward. Hope we didn't announce the barbecue too late for everybody. So we're really looking forward to having everybody here. And let's see. Today was a nice day. Real comfortable. Barely made it up to 80 degrees at the peak today. And right now we got 68 degrees. Man, that's nice. Let's see. What else? I was going to say something about something else, and it got away from me. I should start writing these things down. I don't know. Anyways, if we can get Mike when he gets back on there again, let me know if you want me to set up a test bench like we did last year, and we'll get that set up. And if there, see what else. If anybody else wants to bring some equipment, let me know that too, and we'll be sure to have everything here to do that. That's about it. Can't think of anything else. Trying to get things put away here and set up. I got my son coming. Oh, that's what I was going to say. Just talking about my son, Florida. He's going to be coming out on the 14th. Help me do some stuff around here that I need help with. So he's going to be here for 2 weeks and get some of my projects done here that I've been trying to get done and just haven't been able to get it done. So for a few bucks, I get him out here and get some good work out of him and send him back home. But that's about it. So anyhow, I'll turn it back to you there, Roland. WB6HYH, Rancho Cucamonga.
WB6HYH, KC6JPG. Yes, Mike says approved. You got it. There he goes. He's walking away. He did have the thumbs up, though. That's good. All right. Well, very good. Thank you very much, Tom. And we're definitely looking forward to the barbecue for sure. And thanks for everything that you do, my friend. All right, continuing on. Let's see if our buddy Gary in Rancho Cucamonga is out there. W6GJ in Rancho Cucamonga. Gary, you out there? KC6JPG, net control. All right, anyone else on Santiago Peak that'd like to check in with the Amateur Television Network's The Weekly Net? Come in at this time. KC6JPG, net control. Hi, Gordo. Do you want to come back?
No, I'm finished with this terrible signal. Anyway, very 73 to all, and let me just make one little adjustment here and see if maybe it's playing. 10 of 20 answer is no. All right, see y'all later. WB6 and away.
WB6NOA, KC6JPG. Well, very good. 73s to you, Gordo. Thanks for everything. I'll be reaching out to you, and we'll connect, and we'll get the this wonderful digital equipment to you. Awesome. Yeah. All right. Anyone else? Santiago Peak, come in at this time. KC6JPG, net control. Let's go to Job's Peak. Job's Peak check-ins come in at this time. KC6JPG, net control. All right, any last-minute RF check-ins before we go to our chapter stations? Come in at this time. KC6JPG, all RF check-ins come in at this. Any station that didn't check in on RF, come in at this time. KC6JPG, net control. All right, let's go to our chapter stations. We're going back east. We're going to start with Manuel into MJF. Manuel, what's the situation in New York, my friend? Come right to you. KC6JPG, net control.
Well, New York City, we got 3 days of pitchfork weather. Summer's going out with horns and pitchforks. Oh, yeah, I love it hot like this in New York City. Laughing at the office workers, they got to wear suits, and I just wear my shorts, working and stuff, and laughing at them. Yeah, we're having the festivities here. I'm laughing because this idiot mayor we got is self-destructing. I like when they self-destruct. But other than that, it's nice, same usual thing. People, what I like about this heat, you don't get the troublemakers outside. They're hiding. They're indoors, because they have to have air conditioning. They're soft. I don't use air conditioners. I love it hot, I give it back to you, Roland.
And to MJF, KC6JPG. I'm loving this stuff. I'm loving this stuff. Yeah, we have some crazy people running our cities and states and things like that. But you know what? When we have our group together, it's just a relief. It's wonderful. And especially when Manuel gives the look. You got it. That's the look. You got it. Manuel, thank you so much for checking in tonight. Terrific. Let's go to Massachusetts. And that's where our buddy Stephen is at, KC1LPZ. And Stephen, it's great. Always great to see you tonight, my friend. How's it going in your neighborhood? KC6JPG, net control.
Well, I'll tell you, Manuel's a tough act to follow, but we had the hot, steamy weather as well. But I guess I'm soft. My daughter kept pestering me saying, I need the AC. So I gave in, But she asked, I give in, I spoiled her anyway, but that's all right. Yeah, I missed the week before last, your international thing, because we had our own ham exposition for New England in Marlborough, and I was planning on getting on, but I must have been in a part of the hotel where the reception was horrible. So everywhere else I was in, it was fine, because I tested it to see if I could get on whereby, but you know how things work. And the only thing I must say, because I also was doing, I'm a VE, so we were testing, we had 3 different test sessions. So we got a lot of new hams, and that's great. I enjoy that. I love it. And especially if they go for the next upgrade level and they pass it, I'm very happy. It's wonderful to see people passing. I hate it when we have to fail someone, but that's life. The only workshop I attended was this guy here, off the grid operations. This guy, Smitty, operates 100% off the grid. He does not connect even on his home station, in his car, or anywhere else. So if you want to talk about being prepared, this guy, Smitty, is the best. I was impressed with his equipment and stuff like that. It was nice to have hands-on that. And he even is a net control operator on a couple of nets. And again, off the grid. I'm impressed. KC1, LPZ, Roland, back to you.
KC1LPZ, KC6JPG. Well, very good, my friend. Thank you very much, Stephen, for checking in. And Smitty is, rock star. He is the greatest example of what amateur radio should be. Exactly. Being off the grid, operation, and doing net control by just being, like you said, off the grid, off the internet, just doing, if you need a network, go to Arden. If you need to have power, go to solar or battery, battery charging. And of course, doing everything on RF. And and what a feeling. What a feeling. You're not relying on anything. You're not relying on commercial entities. You're self-contained. And that is awesome. Smitty, we definitely give you the big salute here. So, and Stephen, thank you very, very much for sharing that. That is absolutely fantastic, and that looks like a fantastic. I would love to see some of his seminars on what he does and what his operations system is like. That is the ultimate go kit right there. You're on the go, all self-contained. Perfect. Thank you very, very much, Stephen. You are certainly a rock star. Thank you for sharing that. All right. We are now going over to North Carolina, and that is where our buddy John is at, AF7PA, over there in Mooresville. And John, great to see you, my friend, and I hope everything is doing well for you. How's it going? Right to you, KC6JPG, net control.
Well, things are just wonderful. 77 and clear over here. The chipmunk population has been decreased by yet one more. And so the birds are taking over the backyard finally, and the seed consumption has gone way down. Here in the house, I spent most of the day on the couch. I only had to go out a couple of times for shopping trips, but so that went pretty well. I may have to take a work break tomorrow, though. Things are getting a little crowded here in the ham shack again. So time to take care of that. I ordered a small black box and a step up. They had a sale going on, so not quite sure what I'm going to do with it yet, but it'll be here. So I'm listening to the boys on the DMR. That's going well. But I guess that's about all I have here. So AF7PA, Mooresville, North Carolina. Back to you, Roland.
AF7PA, KC6JPG. Well, congratulations on controlling the squirrel population, or the chipmunk population. Very good, my friend. Thank you very much for chiming in. We appreciate you, bud. Let's go to Florida, and that's where our buddy Ron is at. KK4. Oh, actually, let's go to Wolf. He just popped in. KV4 ATV. Wolf, hey, it's great to see you tonight, my friend. And I know you've been very, very busy with the activity you have over there in the Gulf area. So we're chiming to you, KC6JPG, net control.
Hello, Roland, everybody and stuff. I'm over here talking to Manuel, and I think Keith over on DMR at the same time. So, yeah, it's been real busy down here and working on stuff. In fact, it looks like our opportunity here soon of being able to go back to my education at school to get my bachelor's or my doctorate and stuff in meteorology and majoring and stuff in atmospheric science. So I'm really looking forward to that and stuff, working with the NWS beside the Tallahassee office of Miami Hurricane Center. So we're working on this stuff hot and heavy. I'm looking at the stuff that's going on, and we're talking about it. It could be headed up into Manuel's area, so I wanted to make sure if he needed it, he has direct contact with me. So if all else fails, then I can get him the information and stuff long before the news media gets it. So anyway, it's been a busy week and stuff. This last one that hit, I had like cat napping on and off and stuff for about 4 days and stuff. While that last one came in just to my east and stuff, we thought it might have done the same thing as Michael did and not made that turn and run right over the top of us. So anyway, we're looking at right now that thing possibly peaking up temporarily to a Category 5 hurricane and then coming back down. But I'm a little bit concerned and stuff of that thing coming into the New York area. So a lot of us, including Jim Cantori, are saying it's too early to tell. We're just going to have to sit back and wait. Because if y'all remember that Michael was supposed to have made that eastern turn and gone in at Sierra-Key, and they did not do it. And it ran right over the top of me. So anyway, we've learned you do not trust these things until after they have become nothing more than a shower. So anyway, that's what I've got. Down here working real tight and stuff in meteorology. So I will keep y'all informed. KV4 ATV, Panama City, Florida, net control.
KV4ATV, KC6JPG. No, very good, Wolf. Thanks you. Like I said, thank you for everything that you do in regards with the National Weather Service and the Hurricane Center. And great stuff, my friend. And like I said, you're just touching the tip of the iceberg when it comes to when you're getting on the Arden system. And once you get into full-fledged Arden, oh, look out! It's another world. And like I said, it's our own internet. It's really cool. Anyway, thank you very much for chiming in. Thank you very much for doing what you do. And now we're going to go over to Tasmania. And that's where our buddy Tony is at, VK7AX. And Tony, I'll tell you, my friend, it is certainly great to see you, my friend. We had certainly had a fantastic time on the DATV QSO party. And it's great to see you tonight. Going to you, KC6JPG, net control.
Yeah, fine, Roland. Thank you. And good evening to everybody on the net tonight. Oh, it's tonight your time, I think, from memory. Daytime here, about just gone 1:15 in the afternoon, and I've only just turned it on, so I haven't been privy to what's been discussed or anything else. So forgive me for that. Been a while since I've been on. There's been a few things happening this way. My wife's had a knee replacement back on the 8th of August, I think it was, which is 4 weeks ago yesterday. But she's going okay, and we're okay. So that's the main thing, I guess. And I hope everybody else over there is okay with all your wildfires and things that are happening. We're just dreading what's going to happen here come our summer months. Not too good. Today's not much of a day here. It's a little bit overcast, coolish, 13 degrees Celsius. So I think it is on the computer, yeah. Yeah, didn't partake in the digital ATV USO party. Didn't even get a chance to look at it on Friday night on the local Australian sessions. But I did pop in for an hour or so on the Saturday morning, our time. And you were on, Roland, at the time, and we're having a good go. An excellent pictures, by the way, came through, and I was monitoring via VK3QL YouTube channel, and no, very good pictures, indeed. So that's about it for the moment, I think. And I just remembered today to come out, and it'll be my lunchtime in the moment, so I'll stick around for a little while. And yeah, good to say hello to everybody, and we're still okay. Back to you, Roland. This is VK7AX Down Under.
VK7AX, KC6JPG, net control. I'll tell you, Tony, when you come in, you just brighten up our net, and it's so great to see you. And of course, you know, Peter and Phil and Ian and the whole gang over there down under across the pond. I'll tell you, what a great group. The signals that we were generating from here over to the Australian repeater were just absolutely wonderful, thanks to Phil and the SRT technology that he implemented for the repeater system. And of course, hey, we appreciate all of your work with all of the amateur radio news that you're providing. That's awesome stuff. So thank you once again, my friend. I'll tell you, we just got some rock stars here on the amateur television part of amateur radio, and that, like I said, that's what it's all about. You know, we do videos so we can be prepared, just like what was happening in Southern California with the hurricane Hillary that was making its way towards Southern California, which downgraded to a tropical storm. And of course, thanks to Wolf with his networking with the National Weather Service, we were able to get some of the press conferences basically, and get that into the amateur television network system for EOCs to feed. So it was great stuff, and we did serve a terrific purpose. And of course, having people checking in from around the world, that is definitely serving a fantastic purpose. So Tony, thanks once again for checking in. We really appreciate you. Terrific stuff. All right. I'm going to go quickly over back to California, and that's where Gary is at, W6KVC. He's live right now with his radio group. And Gary, we're going to chime you in and tell me what's happening, my friend. KC6JPG, net control.
Well, hello, Roland, and everybody on the net. Yeah, I'm with our Mountaintop Radio Amateur Association tonight. Gary Johnson's with me also. So anyway, we're sitting side by side right at the moment. I'm talking through my Bluetooth headset, so I don't know if you can hear Gary or not. But anyway, we just got done with the first part of our meeting, and so a quick check-in, and I'm going to have to check out real quick. But anyway, I just want to let everybody know hi and all that. So back to you, Roland.
AA6GJ and W6KVC, KC6JPG, you two look fantastic. Great stuff. Look at that. What a group. I love it. Having a little pan around the room. You got it. having a little bit of a thing. There you go, Garrett. You're looking terrific. Great job. Great stuff, my friend. Thank you so much for checking in. Thank you very, very much for showing the group of what we do here on amateur television. And Gary, AA6GJ, thanks for checking in, too. I got you checked in. You got it. Thank you again. All right, let's continue on. And we're going to go to Arizona this time. And let's check in Rod, WB9, KMO in Mesa, Arizona. And Rod, hey, what's happening with you tonight? KC6JPG, net control.
Well, let's see if I can do this without feedback. Get a little echo. Get a lot of echo. Anyway, I'm being lazy. I'm half of me. I'm going to cut it short here. I'll be back a little bit later when I can get in the other room. That's all for right now. Back to you. Back to you. Back to you.
Okay, Rod. Yeah, you got two icons open on Whereby, and that's the problem. You got both audio feeds coming in, so not a problem. Just have to mute one of them, and then you'll be okay. So thank you very much for checking in, my friend, and great to see you out there. All right, let's go ahead, and we're going to go back to Southern California. I see Don out here, KM6TRZ, over there on Ladera Ranch, and I'll tell you, this is terrific. Don, it's great to see you tonight.
I feel like I've actually jumped back into Ladera Ranch for the first time in ages. I've been traveling the last 6 weeks on business, doing infrastructure projects. Everyone wants to spend money, and then home this week, and then the next 3 weeks I got trade shows in Dallas and Honolulu and Arizona. But then after October 1st, I'm hopefully back home for a while and going to get a life again. But just want to let everyone know I'm still alive in Ladera Ranch, at least this week.
Well, Don, terrific. Thank you so much for chiming in. It's great to see you. Don't forget the barbecue now on the 23rd. So hopefully we'll see you there. And so very good, very good. We're going to be sending an email out for everybody so everyone will know when the barbecue here in Southern California is going to be. So you got it, Don. So thank you so much for checking in. Terrific. All right, okay. Oh, and I see Mike's raising his hand. I'm going to go to Mike, WA6SVT, KC6JPG. Mike, go ahead.
I was just kind of chatting on the side with Don. Sorry about that. Didn't mean it as a raise the hand thing.
It's all good, my friend. It's all good. Oh, very good. Thanks for chiming in, my friend. All right, we're going to go to Northern California. And that is where our anchor man is at. The man himself. And we call him the net control man of the Mount Diablo Amateur Television Group. And that is our buddy, the rock star he is, Jim, K6SOE. Jim, how you doing tonight?
All right. Good every evening to all. Roland too, and my tongue is tied for sure. But it's good seeing everybody out there. Good seeing Tony from across the equator. And from there, I don't have too much else new here for ATV other than the cats are taking care of keeping the wife and I entertained 24/7, even when we're sleeping. So other than that, trying to get all my ducks in a row, get ready for Pacificon. And other than that, we'll send it back to net, and we'll see everybody on Whereby after the RF session. K6SOE, I think I'm just still stuck in a berg.
K6SOE, KC6JPG. Well, very good. Well, you're making a huge presence there in the Berg, and you are definitely doing fantastic. All the best for Pacificon that's coming up. That is awesome. Unfortunately, that's running concurrently with the MS Beta Bay Bike Tour number 36. That's what I said 37 2 weeks ago. It's actually 36. Boys, I'll tell you, when you're 61, it's hard to keep up with this stuff. But we keep going anyway. That's right. I can't wait till I hit 40. So that's going to be cool. And that's 4 years from now. Anyway, so thank you, Jim, for all that you do. We appreciate you, buddy. All right. Well, those are the check-ins that I have it. Any late members, missed members, any visitors that like to check in with the Amateur Television Network Weekly Net, come in at this time. KC6 JPG, Net Control. All right, no Newsline tonight, but we will show Newsline on Sunday during the Sunday Net, and then we'll forward it over to next Tuesday. So that's what we're going to be doing. So very, very good. Any last-minute comments, questions before we close? And going into our Afternet Whereby Roundtable, KAC6 JPG, Net Control. Boy, I tell you, I love it when we end on time. This is so cool. It's 8:27 local time. 8:30 is usually try to, make the mark, and this has been fun. Excellent. This has been the Amateur Television Network's The Weekly Net. We definitely thank you very, very much for joining us tonight. And don't forget, if you're watching on YouTube, hit that subscribe button, and you will be notified every time that we're on the air. You'll be notified when we post our net videos on our Whereby channel, on our YouTube channel. I'm Roland, KC6JPG, with the words of Bob. Without you, there would not be a net. We appreciate each and every one of you for coming in and chiming in with us tonight. And at 8:28 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time, local time, the Amateur Television Network's The Weekly Net, formal net, is officially closed. The repeaters are now returned for their normal use. We will see you on our Afternet Roundtable. KC6 JPG, clear.